one of the things I feel was crazy to a point where, you start living life, do whatever you want. You're like, hell yeah, I can come to LA. I'm going here, I'm doing this. And then, everybody has to hit the brakes because COVID-19 comes around and he decides that he wants to hang out. And then every other, variant that's a part of the Decepticons or whatever, Omicron, and all those other people who want to come, all those other viruses who want to come into play. And I know I'm joking about it, and the serious part about it of this is like you look at it as a kidney transplant patient, and there's a lot of people who lost their lives, and then you look at it from the aspect of being a kidney transplant recipient, being aware of your immunity, being aware of getting sick, getting a cold, having the flu, a lot of the things that were happening to your body when you're dealing with kidney disease. And as a kidney transplant recipient, a number of us, we already were using hand sanitizer. We had to be very diligent with making sure that things were clean and sterile around us. And getting sick is not good because, you're dealing with a very touchy subject when it comes to a transplant. You have to really be diligent and really think of your health. So I think for me, I knew as a transplant recipient, people were like, oh, now we have to use hand sanitizer. I was like, I've been using hand sanitizer for the last 5-10 years. I got scared. Everybody's running around looking for toilet paper. I went out and got this hand sanitizer. I was on it. That was the first thing I went and got. So I stocked up on all that. So I'm still good, but I think that, there's a lot of things that, you can take the good and the bad from what's happening. But I feel that, a lot of the changes that you have to go through when a variant like this comes about, like COVID-19, is like, we're getting calls from the doctors. We're talking to, nephrologists. The Kidney Foundation is putting out a lot of information about, hey, you got to be very careful out there. It's something that anyone with any transplant or anything like that, I mean, especially for me, for the kidney transplant, it puts us in a very serious box where, if we get sick, all that hard work we've done to fight to stay alive can, it could definitely turn tragic. So it's very important for us to stay diligent and obviously keep your hands clean and try not to, wear your masks and so on and so forth. But we were already wearing masks. We were wearing masks after the transplant, so it's kind of weird how we were set up. We were already set up and being, trained for what's happening right now. So I feel like, with everything that's going on, you think of people's mental health, you think of the stress that people are going through, everything right now where, this is such a huge change for a lot of people. I in a weird way, I kind of feel like the things you have to do as a transplant recipient kind of sets you up to kind of not make it seem like it's a big deal. I'm more like, okay, so what we gotta do? Wear a mask? No problem. I still got boxes of those left. Hand sanitizer. I got the good stuff from the hospital. I'm good. So for me, it was fine. And like I said, being diligent and going to set and having that support, I didn't really feel like it was heavy, but I was scared because, it's all new information. But I feel like, you look at the information I got from, like I said, from doctors and the Kidney Foundation and all the information that's consistently coming out.
We're Kidney Plugged In, and we've got you covered for COVID. Kidney patients are one of the vulnerable populations at high risk for developing severe disease from COVID-19.
I'm okay. I think I'm good. I think that, we all just got to take care of our mental health and understand that we'll get through this. And one of the biggest for me was it's like, hey, I survived kidney disease. So, and I got a transplant. So what's next? I'm ready. It's not a big deal for me. I'll fight this fight.